Hey guys, what is up? And welcome back to another video. Today we are here for another episode of Goattville building. And in the last episode, I asked you guys, what should my future plans be for Goattville? Should I stay on the Xbox One edition or should I move on to the current one? And I basically put it to a vote to see, what you guys thought of it, because you guys were going to be like the main people sort of involved with it. It's just me making the videos. You guys are the ones actually watching it, so the vote was actually a lot closer than I thought it would be. I actually had to go through and count them. But yeah, it turns out that the vote is 7-6. 7 say I should move on. 6 say I should stay. But of course, it's just like a petition. It doesn't really matter what they say because I'm the one making the videos at the end. I'm the one that chooses what I do. So I looked through what everyone had to say, and I sort of looked at what was the advantages and disadvantages of each one, and then I finally decided I was going to go on to the new one. So here we are on the official sort of Minecraft, as what it's called. There are a couple reasons why I mostly chose for this one. A lot of the reasons why people said I should stay were mostly things like what's the word, like I can't think of the word, but it was mostly like computer and like generator based stuff. So some people were saying that the game had a tendency to lag, or some things really tended to like malfunction or something like that. But I think the game's progressed enough, and I haven't noticed any real problems yet. So surely I don't think it'll be that much of a problem. And then other things were just regarding to the graphics, and for me, I don't think the graphics are too bad. I do think they are a bit inferior to the Xbox One edition, but I still think they're good enough. They'll do. And if that fancy graphics pack ever comes out, then I think this one will probably be the better one to do it on. So that'll be good for that. But one of the main reasons why I decided to stay on this version, why I decided to move on, was because I was looking at this river and I was like, you know what, this river is a good sign for me, because to make this river, since we're on a super flat world, I had to make this river, and it's a long process to make this. All right, so the first thing I have to do is I have to go through and I have to TNT the entire ground to just sort of remove it. So as you can see, the ground's, we go down here, just all TNT'd like this, and then I had to put down a layer of ice, and then I had to put some glowstone on top of it to melt all the ice. So it was a long process to make this river. Just to make the area from that bridge to that bridge would probably take me, several hours just to do that, about 2 or 3 hours. So yeah, it takes a long time to work on something like a river, and to make things like the skyscrapers and stuff like that take a pretty considerable amount of time as well. But you see that little thing over there? This was just a little test. This was the first time I was trying it out. This game does have some sort of command features, so you can make certain commands to edit the world, and this little thing only took me around 5 minutes, whereas if I was to actually build it, it would take probably about 3, 4, maybe even like 8 times that amount. So for me, just to like clear out an area and replace the area with water, I think it's definitely a pretty good addition to have, because then we can easily fill in this river in such a quick amount of time, and not just the river, but so many other parts of the city. There is a limit to what you can do. You can only affect like 32,000 blocks at once or something like that, but I guess I think that's sort of a good thing, because the whole Dan Lag situation. I don't know if you guys know about Dan Lags, but he was a video that a YouTuber that made similar videos to mine, and when he switched his city from like Xbox to PC, there was like a significant drop in terms of like the quality of his builds, and that's probably because like his sort of abuse of world edit and like strictly relying on it for progress in his city. Meanwhile, for me, since I have a limited amount of it, I'm not going to be tempted to do such crazy things with it. I'll still be able to preserve the creativity that I need, but still being able to use the tools to make progress a bit more frequent. And by doing that, my updates videos would be a lot more frequent, because at my current rate, updates videos are coming out once every like 2 week, no, once every like 1 month or 2 months or something like that. They're coming out pretty infrequently. But with this, we can have like them out once a month or once every couple weeks or something like that. I think it will be pretty good. I've probably gone on way too long for this. Yeah, 6.5 minutes. Actually, no, I'd had some time before. All right, so I've probably been going on way too long for this, but if we look over here, I also did this test a bit earlier. To make this little skyscraper right there, we worked on this around 2 weeks ago. To make all of this probably took me about like an hour and a half worth of time to build. Meanwhile, to just clone that over there, like 3 minutes. it's like, it's definitely something really nice to help. So that's like another reason why that, you know, it's not just being able to use it for very simple, boring stuff, that it can actually have some sort of practical use to it. So I figured today we were going to use that world edit feature and put it to good use and sort of show that, you know, for this whole Goattville project, it wasn't necessarily my intent to make everything look beautiful, but for more just to have, you know, just to make a nice looking world. So, you know, even if the graphics don't live up to the standards, you know, even if it lags every second or two, you know, it's still, I think it's worth it. We can just deal with it. I think it's perfectly fine, and I'm really looking forward to getting some proper work done with this world edit feature. So what we're going to do is we're going to work on this skyscraper, which I started around a month ago, I think is when I made that video. And normally I was just going to build the entire exterior, and as you can see, I sort of gave up on the exterior just because it was so boring to work on. So today we're going to fix that problem, and we're actually going to do the interior as well. Yeah, because all these skyscrapers around in the city, I don't really plan to do the interiors of until now. Now we actually have a reason to do such. So what we're going to do is we're going to build this entire floor right here, and then we're going to copy and paste it and do the same thing, one floor after another, and we can finish this entire skyscraper in just this episode. Isn't that crazy? It's pretty crazy. So I suppose we can just get started with that. I'm going to work on some, I'm not too sure exactly what the structure of this is going to be, but I'll just sort of lay out a floor plan, and I will come back right after that. So yeah, all right. So yeah, I'll just do that, and I'll see you then. And here we are. It's almost like maybe 2.5 hours later. This took me way too long to make, but you know, with time, with some practice, hopefully I'll get accustomed to these controls, because you know, some of the flying controls and the block selects are a bit weird, but I'm pretty sure I'll figure it out. But what I've done so far, it's definitely worth what's done. So I said I was just gonna do the floor plan, but I decided, you know what, I'll just do all of it. You know, I'll just do all of it. Why not? Why can't I just do that? So here we are. We have the entire floor done for here. Let's go to like where it actually would start. It actually starts over here with 2 elevators, like such, and then it moves out to this little lobby area. And as you can see right here, we have a sea sausage right there. So that's gonna be like a recurring meme throughout this world. I put so many sea sausages throughout this entire, this entire floor is filled with them. So yeah, it's nice. And over here, this is the first wing of offices, I suppose. You know, there's plenty of sea sausages all around, and that just goes all around there. And there's just more offices down into that hallway. And then over here, this leads to like the main office. And there's another sea sausage up there. Yeah, one thing is that this lighting on the interior is actually like really nice. I really like the vibe that it has. It's nice, and I don't know, it just has a nice color to it. Anyway, over here, I just have a couple bathrooms. Simple. Over here, this leads to the stairs, like that. And then it's pretty much like, there's another sea sausage. It's pretty much exactly the same. On this side, there's the stairs going up like that, and I also use these nice, lovely stone stairs. It looks amazing. I used a lot of different, like, new stuff in there for this update in here. Let's see. There's just a couple more bathrooms in there. Did I include? No, I'm trying to figure out, like, what were some new blocks that I used. Oh, yeah, this little flower thing right here. Very interesting looking flower. And oh yeah, I also will use the andesite stairs right there, so that's quite nice. I love all the new blocks that this features. Some of them are a bit weird that I would never use, like a good lot of them are, but you know, in general, I think, you know, it adds a lot to it. So anyway, this isn't the part that you want to see. No. You want to see the actual interesting thing, which is I spent like all of the time working on this first floor. But that's not it. There's also the second floor right on top. And the second floor is exactly identical. And it took me approximately like 0.2% of the time. So this is like absolutely amazing how we can easily build this up. You might have noticed from the exterior there is a bit of a problem that we faced, but it's easily fixable. Is that when since I built everything on the first floor, I had some of the weird infrastructure bit sort of copied in accidentally, and that was included there, but that would take, you know, pretty much no time to fix up. We just need to replace the blocks. But yeah, I feel like this video has gone on long enough, but I'm going to quickly finish the rest of the skyscraper. Should be pretty easy. That's what those lapis blocks are for. Those are just little placeholders. And yeah, we'll see. I'm going to time how quickly it takes to fill in this entire skyscraper, and then you guys will see, all you people who doubted or who, you know, wish I never, wish I just stayed on the Xbox One version. I'll show you, you know, the true power of this. So yeah, I will begin in 3, 2, 1. Alright, 3 minutes. Literally 3 minutes. That's amazing just how quickly we were able to fill in the entire interior. So, you know, normally, let's find a building that I actually did the interior for. Like this one over here, the office building down this way. This one is probably like, what, a third of the size of the building we just did. And this interior probably took me maybe around 8 hours in total to do. You know, spanned across, you know, several months, but, you know, probably collectively it took me many hours. But for this one, you know, this took me less than 3, so that's pretty crazy. So yeah, I'm gonna have to do a couple of bits of trimming right through there, getting rid of those obvious blocks as they go all the way up. But aside from that, look at that, it's every single floor is furnished, and it's absolutely amazing how we're able to get all that stuff done. Oh yeah, this building, this one's like roughly equivalent in size, a little bit smaller. This one I spent so much time on the interior, but now we could just do that. That's amazing. Really adds some authenticity to this city, so definitely worth some of the weird, you know, the navigation that I have to deal with. But one awesome thing that I figured out, check this out. Alright, is that in the old Minecraft that we had, I could go up and I could build like this, but now in this one you can't. You know, you can't go that fast going up and down. But I don't really need that since I'm not building up skyscrapers anymore. But the special thing about this is that you can't go up very fast, but you can go horizontally so much faster than you could in the previous one. It's like the best thing ever. And you can mine everything away really quickly as well. So yeah, I'm actually really looking forward to working on some more Goattville. So, you know, expect a lot more progress to come, especially because we can now do so much in such a little amount of time. You know, this city is just going to grow so much. So, yeah, if you made it this far into this video, I didn't think of a word yet. Comment, what should we comment? Comment the word horizontal. That's a good one. I like the word horizontal. Yeah, just comment horizontal. Actually, no. We're going to change that up. What if some people are just reading the comments and saying, oh, people are typing these random things in the comments. That must be what he said to type. All right. Type in the comments. We're going to trick them. I'm going to have a question instead. Actually, you know what? Let's change it up. All right. Write the word horizontal, but capitalize the last L. There we go. Capitalize the final L. So, yeah. That's pretty much completely necessary because people are probably just cutting to the end anyway. But anyway, that'll be it for this episode. I actually figured out if you put up on the D-pad, you can change perspective, so that's nice. But anyway, I want to thank you all very much for watching, and I will see you all later. Bye!